Okay, so this is video number 3 of our build. As you can see, I got the chassis pretty much down to nothing. I left the leaf springs in just to see how bad the rear was bent. It's not too bad, but it's definitely bent. Fuel cell's out, all the weight is out. That there was kind of my design right there as far as the rear clip goes. I'm definitely going to be cutting that out and changing it a little bit. Other than that, I'll take you a quick walk through here. So there's the original rocker panel right there. You can see that it's dented in and all that other non-fun stuff. This side over here I had aluminum basically riveted down to the floor, which was probably not a good idea. You can see how I tied the chassis into the back of the car. Most of the Camaros, they had just the front subframe. The driver's side doesn't look too bad. We'll get a closer look as we move over that way there, but it's still pretty rough. I started to take the dash out last night as well, so I've never taken that off since I've owned the car, and I've had it for since 2013, so about 5 years now. But you see a lot of the Zeus tabs that are on the roof there. That's we put that on there when we went up to Syracuse to accommodate us for the fiberglass roof. You can see the firewall over here. I'm gonna have to take all that out. It's bagged in pretty bad, but the 2 tracks that this car is gonna run at, I believe it's gonna be allowed. As long as I put back, what I took out. You see one of the little stubs right there. That was also part of a body mount from when we went up to Syracuse. And then I want to clean all of this stuff here up. This is all pretty bad. It's a chicken did all that while I was sleeping. I don't weld like that. All right, yeah, fine. It was me. So you can see, even though you wash the car, you can see you can still miss spots and all that. Where the upper A-frames are. You kind of want to make sure you get all that. That's where the outside brake booster was. Pretty much going to do away with that. We're allowed to run the Willwood brake and clutch setup. You just can't have any adjusters whatsoever on the brakes. So that's why the dash basically needs to come out, so that I have to make a bracket. Then this side over here was all pretty rotted and banged up. This is the driver's side, and then I added these bars here to protect my legs. But if you look up underneath, this is underneath the dash. There's no bracket there for me to mount the brake and clutch setup, so I'm gonna have to make something. So I'm thinking that the top of the dash is probably gonna have to come off. But as you can see, it's some rough shape. A lot of body rot, stuff like that. But I guess that's what happens after 40 some odd years. So the transmission that we're gonna put in this car is gonna be a 4-speed. So the shifter mount's it has to come out and get redone. Plus the seat bracket here. What I want to do is take that seat bracket. I want to cut these pieces here, this piece here, and that piece over there, and I want to get the seat down lower. So, and then this piece here, I also want to cut that, and then put it back to where it originally was here. I moved it here in order to move me a little closer, but because of the brake setup, I'll be able to move the brakes towards me a little bit, but still not moving any of the stock components, where everything's supposed to be stock located, all that other good stuff. And there's some more shots of the rear chassis. A lot of these brackets are going to have to come off. This is where I had a weight, but it was on the outside of the rub rail, so I had to remove that. The weight needs to be on the inside of the rub rail, so I had to take that off as well. So basically she's stripped right down to nothing, and our next video will show us maybe starting to cut and clean the clean the chassis up just a little bit. But I don't know, these things, these videos seem to be pretty popular, and I'm kind of digging the response that I'm getting from them, and you know, some of the suggestions that everybody is given to me has been awesome. I actually got diagrams and stuff from John Hager. Jeez. John sent me some measurements and stuff for the Camaro rear clip. I appreciate that. And my buddy Billy Krawcheck, he's been helping me get the car stripped and stuff, and that's been a big help as well. So, but I don't know if you can see it, but that basically right there, that was our wiring harness. You know, like I said, I've learned a few things over the past few years, and that's pretty bad. We had a gauge, one of the tack or whatever malfunctioned on us and wound up shorting the car out, and so, but everything needs to get redone. You know, all new gauges, everything. So, but okay, that there's about it, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.